and filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wisconsin's offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Gets it to the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going right and going deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact?
The guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Lost to throw again. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit but he did get the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Took the last try to do it again on this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Got some room in to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's moving out of the pocket. A strike downfield. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit, finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Powers through the defender. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. On target. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Badger!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it for a big play. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. unloads it left. He's got it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Looking for room, it's Burns. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They boot it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going to take a shot. Makes the grab up the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl.
Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Burns. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fighting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long...
There he goes! And tackled there by the defense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
What a terrible, terrible shame. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Off play action on first down. He'll get rid of it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Punt is in the air. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to throw.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking.
He's trying to get in, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. On third and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Badgers decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll move the tight end. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pucks it out of the air. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Bully ball on third and short. Inside the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't